is the answer to all the questions is right here at the beginning. So listen, I don't want you writing. All I want you to do is I just want you to focus in on what I'm saying up here on the board. You don't have to write anything down. After I do the problems, you go, oh, that makes perfectly good sense. All right? And I always try to tell kids, math is all about patterns. All right? If you understand the patterns, it's easier to understand math. All right? And definitely exponents have patterns. So I want to show you exactly why something to the first power is itself and something to the zero power is 1. All right? But if you don't hear what I'm saying now, you're constantly going to try to figure out why that's true. All right? Now, again, I want everybody's eyes up on the board, eyes up on the board. All right? I don't want you looking down. I don't want you writing anything, because if you write something, you might miss something. Plus, it's logical. All right? Once I show you the logic, there's no reason that you're going to have to memorize anything. All right? The exponents are very simple. All right? Especially the negative exponents. All right? So, again, all right, I still see some people looking down. I see people looking at their iPads. All right, I mean it. I want you up here looking. There's no reason to be looking at your iPad. All right, you're going to miss something. All right, so who can tell me what 2 to the 5th is? 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Very good. Still not writing anything down. You're just saying, well, I knew that. 2 to the 5th is 32. Now, I'm doing 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th is obviously what?
16.
16. Good. 2 to the 3rd is obviously what? 2 squared. 4. Now, no, listen, I don't want you writing this down. I know some of you guys are great students, and I normally say write anything down, but right now you're not. You need to hear what I'm saying, understand what I'm saying. All right, plus it's recording. If you want to go back tonight and rewrite everything down, that's fine. Not now. I promise you're going to miss something. I'm not sure what you're doing. Do you even hear me? So what are you doing? Ignoring me. That's what I think you're doing. So I said 2 squared was 4. Now, before you say something, you're supposed to think about it. 2 to the 1st. All right? 2 to the 1st is what?
2.
Obviously 2. Now, please pay attention. From 32 to 16, I did what?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. From here, I did what?
Divide by 2.
From here.
Oh, divide by 2.
From here.
Divide by 2.
Okay, so now, before you say something, again, math is about patterns. So now, those of you guys who are thinkers are going to easily be able to tell me what is 2 to the 0.
1.
Now, most people say 0.
And yesterday,
That's what most people would say. But most people aren't thinking.
and yesterday you told us that
As we're going down, what are we doing? Dividing by 2. Right? And 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. Now, again, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's now obvious that 2 to the 0 isn't 0. That's obvious to me. All right? Once I realized what the pattern was. I thought, well, why did they make something to the 0 power 1? All right? Well, now I know why. Because they just followed the patterns. That's all they did. All right? What?
So say you were dividing a different number, or by 0, or would that be
Anything to the 0 power is 1.
Okay.
The same pattern holds true. Whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't matter. All right? Now, what is my next question, Ben? Remember, I'm just trying to teach you patterns. But what is this? 2 to the what? What would I be asking you next? 2 to the negative 1. All right? I'm asking about 2 to the negative 1. And what is 2 to the negative 1, Ben?
That
What?
0.5.
Think about what you're saying, guys. Listen, that's why I didn't want you distracted. Right? I wanted you to go, wow, it's a pattern. Tell them.
0.5.
I'd rather you say not 0.5, but what? 1/2.
1/2.
The pattern, guys. So that's how they figured out about negative exponents. Because the pattern says we're always doing what? Dividing by 2. So if I continue that pattern, here's how, and I tried to tell you earlier in the year that you're supposed to be doing division as a what? Fraction. All right, so this would be 1 divided by 2. Everybody with me on that?
Yes, sir.
So now, who knows what the next question is? What's the next question? 2 to the negative 2. So that is equal to, whoever said it's very smart, 1/4. The reason it's 1/4 is because you're dividing 1/2 by 2. 1/2 divided by 2 is what? 1/4. All right, now I need you to look up. Man, you guys are so stubborn. Some of you are so stubborn. I promise you, you got calculators in your hand, you got stuff in your hand, you're looking at your iPads, you're writing on your iPads, and I'm just telling you, just listen, trust me. If you listen, you'll learn. You don't need to write it down. Because it's what? Logic. It's, in my opinion, just common sense. No one has to tell me this. I figured it out. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. All right, so stop writing. Stop using your calculator. Stop looking down. I'm asking you to look at the board. That's what I'm asking you to do. And stay with me. And you go, wow, this is the easiest thing ever. When in fact, negative exponents is extremely difficult for people. I personally don't know why. I know why, because they don't understand them. That's why it's hard. I assure you, after my explanation, it's going to be so simple. All right, we're going to do this worksheet in about 10 minutes. But you have to know this right here. All right? So now, 2 to the negative 2 is in fact 1/4. So now watch. 1/4 is the same as 2 squared. Right? So what if I ask you what's 2 to the negative 3? That's the same as what? 1/8. Brilliant, because you know the pattern. 1/8, which is the same as 1 over 2 cubed.
Oh, so
Right, so now, here is the pattern. Look carefully. This right here is to the first power. So you're supposed to go, wow, that was to a negative exponent. And wow, look what happened. I just put it in the denominator as a positive exponent. Now you look at the next one, 2 to the negative 2. I just moved it to the denominator as a what? Positive exponent. 2 to the negative 3. I moved it to the denominator and put it as a positive exponent. That's how simple it is. Like I said, I don't understand why people don't get that. I have no idea. All right, so now let me give you a couple more examples for those of you guys who are still not writing and still paying attention and looking up on the board. All right, so if I ask you what this is, if I said what is x to the negative 4, someone would obviously tell me what?
Ladder question.
No, I'm not asking that. I'm asking about what is that?
would it be 4 over?
No, no, and no. Come on. Good. Tell me.
116. I know.
Wow. That's what I'm saying. Focus on what I'm talking about. Focus. What?
Is it x to the 4?
Wow. Please.
1 over x to the 4.
Thank you.
He just
What did he say?
He said 1 over x to the 4th.
When?
You
said x to the 4th.
Yeah, I did not hear that. But my fault. I have bad ears, I admit. 1 over x to the 4th. Yeah, I didn't hear the 1 over. All right, but anyway, the point is this. X to the negative 4 is the same as 1 over x to the 4th. It has a negative exponent. If it has a negative exponent, we move it where? To the denominator. And you make the exponent now what? Positive. That's it. That's all there is. That's the answer. What? Because the x is not a 2 now. So I'll give you another try. You ready? Here we go. If I said to you y to the negative 10, what is that the same as? One Carl.
Is it 1 over y?
Wow. I'm not sure why you're, not crystal clear on that. I don't know why you just can't say 1 over y to the 10th. I'm going to give you another one. You're going to say it just like that. I'm going to give you a really hard one this time, though. Z to the negative 7.
1 over
No, that's not hard. And that's what I'm trying to tell some of you guys. You're not with me for 5 minutes. Or your eyes are wandering and you're not fully focused on what I'm saying. I don't want you writing anything down. I want you to focus on what I'm saying. Then it becomes what? Crystal clear. And then we do 100 problems and you get to practice and you'll see this is a simple exercise. All right? And I say that because most people, guess what? Have a very difficult time. Because they don't understand all you do is if you have a negative exponent, you move it to the bottom. Now, the average kid will say, like me, why in the world did they do that? They're just making things up. Well, we didn't just make things up. I tried to demonstrate exactly why negative exponents are the way they are. So you should be able to tell everybody all it is a pattern that they've discovered. All right, what?
When we would be writing something like on a quiz, we would be negative exponents. Would you want us to just write the 1 over x?
You're going to write. Well, that's what we're going to do on this worksheet.
Or would you want us to?
No. Come on. We're gonna do it right now. All right. I'm going to show you exactly what I want. All right. So we're starting up here. Miles. We answered number 1 is what?
1 over 3 to the 4th.
Look at that. 1 over 3 to the 4th. Now you're writing. All right. Now you're writing. All right. Number 2. We're going right in a row. Here we go.
1 over 8 to the 7th.
Wow. Look at this. 1 over 8 to the 7th. Alex. Number 3.
1 over 10.
1 over 10 to the 4th. Now, why does everybody know that? Because you were finally listening. All right? Back in the back, number 4. Come on now, don't be fooled by this just because they put something a little different in there.
1 over 2 and wait, how do you say it? So 1 over 2 to the 6.
Yes, now you're technically right, but I just want to leave negative in there for now because the negative to the even power is positive, but that's not what the lesson is. The lesson is move the negative exponents. That's what your job is. Anybody have any questions?
No.
All right, number 5, go.
1 over 40 to the 3rd.
Oh, come on. 1 over what?
Negative 40.
Thank you. Negative 40 to the 3rd. Make sure you're keeping it in parentheses. Next, Cole, number 6.
1 over negative 17.
Right. Good. Exactly. All right, girls in the back.
1 over
1 over n to the 10th. Beautiful. Number 8.
1 over b to the 8th.
1 over b to the 8th. Number 9. 1 over q to the 5th. Beautiful. Next, number 10.
1 over n to the 4th.
Wow. See how good it is? I'm just trying to tell you guys, just give me a chance to teach you. Right? Give me a chance to teach you. And when I say pay attention, listen, it's much more important to pay attention. You're good students. You want to write things out. I promise you. I know when you have to write things and when you have to listen. All right? Okay. Number 11. Go. Yes.
1 over, never mind, sorry. 1 over b to the 11th.
Beautiful work. Number 12.
1 over b to the 2nd.
Beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to see how smart you are. All right. Number 13. Well, he's brilliant. He got 100 on the last test. I'm sure he knows this answer. I'm sure he knows this answer. Killing me.
negative
Oh, are you on third? Am I doing the right one? I'm on 13, right?
Yeah.
Come on now. You're killing me. 1 over 8 squared. What is that? Now, if you don't know, refer back to like number 10.
Oh, 8 negative
Yes. 8 what?
8 2 negative.
Yes, there you go, buddy. Good job. 8 to the negative 2. Thank you. Ben, you're all right with that, right? Again, it's just the patterns. Now you're just going in the opposite direction, right? That's all. Number 11. Or I'm sorry, number 14. Go.
Okay, let's see.
Just tell me the answer.
10 to the, excuse me, 10 to the negative fifth.
Good. Brilliant. 10 to the negative 5th. Number 15.
It's 2 to the negative,
You're amazing. 16. Next.
6 to the negative.
Wow, I told you I was good. 17.
17 to the
Wow, look how great I am. 17 to the negative 4. Very nice. You're welcome. We'll start back over here. Miles, you're up. 18.
18 is 21 to negative 2nd.
You are amazing. 21 to the negative 2. 19.
Oh, we were 3 to the negative 7.
Wow, 3 to the negative 7. Uh-oh, 20.
9 to the
Man, I told you I was good. 9 to the negative 2. 21. Now, if he gets
3
this
to
right,
the
I'm the
negative
best
2.
math teacher ever. What?
3 to the negative.
Man, I am the best math teacher. Uh-oh. 3 to the negative 2. All right, here we go. 22. Uh-oh. Go.
121 to the negative 1.
Yes. Now, everybody put 121 to the negative 1. What? What? What?
It's set in the directions that you can't use negative.
What?
It says right at the fraction.
Yeah, we're good.
So
I'm getting ready to show you. What?
he's getting
Tell
ready
me
to
what?
show us,
Shh,
girl.
shh, shh. What's the matter? Okay, so look. 121 to the negative 1 is an acceptable answer. And that's actually something that I wouldn't argue with on the test. I'm not going to put this on the test for this reason. Because does everybody agree 121 to the negative 1 is the same, right? But also, what they're trying to get you to look at is, what is 121? It is,
11 times 11.
yes. So what they really wanted you to do is they really wanted you to change this to 1 over 11 squared, which then would make it what? 11 to the 11 to the negative 2. Now again, I'm not expecting you to do that, okay? Right, but the numbers are small enough you should be able to see that. All right, so that question is not going to be on the test because I just think it's kind of dumb. All right. However, 23, now that you understand what we're saying, 25, Cole, is the same as what? I mean, in other words, we're doing question number 23. But
Oh, 25 is 25 over negative. Wait, no, 20 and 25.
no, 25 is what squared? What times what's 25?
Oh, 5.
Right. So again, you're right. 25 to the negative 1 would be an acceptable answer.
Oh, so.
But-
it would be negative. Oh, no, 5 to the negative.
5 to the negative. Perfect.
Oh.
5 to the negative 2. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
All right, here we go. 24. Caroline.
It would be 36 to the negative 5, which you do. Okay. It would be
What times what's 36?
6.
Good. So the answer is
6 times 6.
somebody. 36 is 6 to the what power?
6 power.
What?
Oh, to the second power.
Thank you. I know. Come on, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, okay, so now fix it. Now what's the answer? Yes, but we have to have it. The exponent's got to be moved up. Look, come on, look at 23.
Oh, so it'd be 6 to the negative 6.
Wow, thank you, girl. 6 to
Wait,
the
Mr.
negative
Shaw,
2.
we do the second page,
You should be paying attention, though, because some of these problems coming up now aren't as easy. All right? So now, 25. Catherine, go.
So y would be 2 and negative z would be negative 3.
Uh-oh. I don't think so.
Negative 3, so it would just be 3.
Right. And 2 cubed is the same as what?
2 cubed is the same as 8.
Yes, good.
8.
All right.
Yeah.
What's z? Help me out, guys. What's z is negative 3. So you're going to write negative 3, put it in parentheses because it's a substitution to the negative 2. All right, Caroline, what?
So it has to be, it has 3 to 9.
What's the final answer?
It's 9 to the, 9 to
All right, you guys are, now listen to me now. First and foremost, here's where I want you to tackle this from now on. You ready? Look, you have a negative exponent, so that has to drop down. Do you hear me? So that would be the same as 1 over negative 3 squared,
Okay, yeah, that's what I think.
which is the same as what? Exactly, because negative 3 squared is negative 3 times negative 3, which is not. All right, next, 27. What is x? No, you're up. Yes. What's x? Tell me.
X is 1.
1. So 1 to any power is kind of unique. 1 to anything is always, guess what? 1. You with me? Because 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, doesn't matter how many ones, it's always going to be what? 1. And the reciprocal of 1 is still what? 1. So 1 to any power is 1. Does that make sense? Right? So 27 was just 1. All right? So here we go. 28. What's y?
2 to the negative 6 power.
Which is?
That would be
Good mental math.
32.
Good job. So the final answer is?
So, 32, wait, 32 to the negative 1.
Which is? Come on. What do I do with negative exponents?
Oh, I make them positive.
By? How do I make them?
Putting a 1 over?
Yes.
So
So
1 to the negative 32. Wait, no, 1 to the 32 negative 1. I think. I don't know.
all right. First of all, 2 to the negative 5 is the same as what? 1 over 2 to the 5th. And then so the final answer is?
1 over negative 2.
Why do you think it's negative?
1 over 2 to the negative 1.
Wow. Do you hear me? Because why? The negative exponent has nothing to do with the fact that the sign is positive or negative. Nothing. The negative exponent just means move me. That's what it says. Move me. If it's on the top, I put it where? On the bottom. Now later, if it's on the bottom, you move it where? Yes, that's all there is. That's the rule. What?
Wait, oh yeah, I was just a little confused. How did he get like the negative 1 after he got the 32?
I have no idea. He was wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's the answer. 1 over 32.
Oh, that's it.
All right.
I was-
So now, next, what is z? Okay, so we have now negative 3 to the negative 3. Ben, you taking this one? What is it?
It is 1 over negative 3 to the third power.
Good. So now let me see if we can get this final answer.
And that will be negative 27.
Beautiful.
Good job.
1 over negative 27. Now, 1 over negative 27, remember what I told you? We don't really put negative in the denominator, right? So I'd really want you to know that's the same as negative 1 over 27. Is everybody happy with that?
Yes, sir.
Now this one is negative because negative times a negative times a negative is a negative. Caroline, what? All right. All right, Hunter, what do you got? 30. What's y?
Y is 2.
So what is that answer?
4,
30. What's the answer?
so the 1 over 2 to the first.
Exactly. 1/2. Any objections to that? All right. Here we go. Emily, you're up. Number 31. What's z? So it'd be negative 3 to the negative 4. So what does that mean? You're awesome, girl. And it's a negative to an even power, so the final answer is going to be? Look right here. Look right here. Negative times a negative times a negative times a negative is always a what? Right, because these two make a positive, these two make a positive, so altogether you're positive, right? Now what's 3 to the 4th? 3 times 3 is what? Look. 3 times 3. What's this 3 times 3 over here? So 9 times 9. You see what I'm showing you? All right, that's the easiest way to do that. 1 over 81. 1 over 81. Okay, 32. Here we are. Allison, what's z? So now, what is 5 to the negative 3? Write it first without the negative exponent. What would that be? No, I don't want the answer. I want the negative move to the denominator. Like we did up here. If you had a negative exponent, we just moved it. So I want you to come down here and tell me what's 5 to the negative 3. 1 over. Now, some of you are telling me this. Look, here's the biggest mistake kids make, and if you need to make yourself a note, now you do. The negative exponent has nothing to do with it being positive or negative. Do you understand me, right? So when it says 5 to the negative 3, that means it's 1 over 5 cubed. You understand that? You sure? All right, now what's 5 times 5? And if you have 5 quarters, there you go. So the answer is 1 over 125. Make sure you're looking that over. Do you hear me, Allison? 1 over 125. Uh-oh. 33. Back to Kate. What? Right. So 1 to the negative 99 is just what? 1 to any power is? There you go. That's your answer. Okay, back over here, Miles.
Which one?
34. 1 to any power is what?
1.
Right, so it doesn't matter what z is. That answer is 1. All right, 35. What do we got? What's z?
Z is negative 3.
So
So it's 1 over 4 to the third power.
yeah, well, now we should do 4 to the third so many times it's going to be easy. 4 to the third is?
4 to the third is 64.
Yes, sir. Good work, buddy. Very good, very good. 1 over 64. Nice work. All right, Alex. What?
How come you would keep, I said 1 over 64.
I don't.
So I added
Why did you do that? Did we do that on any of the other problems up here at the very top? Did we ever keep any of the negative? No, see what I'm saying? The negative exponent has nothing to do. I don't know. Show me where we did that. How did you get 75? So there's no negatives, right? The exponent has nothing to do with the negative. All right, so where am I at, Alex? What's y?
Y is 2 and then z is -3.
So what's that the same as?
That is the same as 1 and 2.
I know what you meant. Now what's that final answer, please?
It's going to be 1/8.
Nice work, buddy.
Good job.
1/8.
Great.
All right, is everybody happy with that?
Yes.
All right, now listen, I know Caroline asked me a couple questions, and what I'm trying to teach her and everybody is if you're confused about something, what the whole point is, that's why I like to do all the problems with you. So when you get to the harder problems, is there really anything different between the hard problems and the easy problems? No, they're trying to make it look harder. All right? So what you have to do is refer back to your notes, everything that we did now. And you should be able to see what the solution is based off of what we did earlier. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
That's how you learn math. All right? And that's why I give you 2 worksheets. One worksheet we do together and one you do on your own. Now, the second worksheet we did in the other class. So if you're struggling a little bit, you can listen to the video and it'll go through in detail exactly what we did again. All right? Is everybody good with that?
Yes.
All right, now I'm going to call you to my desk and check on your grade. All right? Let me save this real quick.